Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're back talking about Render Crypto, giving you an update for its price action over the past few weeks. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, and if you want to get notified about similar content, smash the bell notification icon, and don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below this video in the description. Grab it now while it's free, and let's get into the content. So, we have made plenty of videos about Render Crypto on the channel. You can go back and check those out. I will leave links at the top of the screen here for each of those videos. Check out Render Network, distributed GPU on the blockchain, artificial intelligence, very exciting stuff happening with Render. Again, we've done a deep dive into exactly what Render is in previous videos, but to summarize it, I think the best way we can think about this is the fact that, you've got centralized AI protocols like ChatGPT that are using huge amounts and vast amounts of computational power in order to process all of these different requests. We're going through this artificial intelligence revolution. It's not just a narrative that is specific to the crypto sphere. You've got the biggest companies in the world, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Meta. They're all fighting for this artificial intelligence revolution that's happening and playing out in front of us for the past, 18 months to 2 years. And I think the crypto tokens like Render, BitTensor Tau, and a few others are riding on the coattails of this narrative, but also trying to capture the mind share and the market share of this next evolution of artificial intelligence. And Render Network is positioning itself to do just that. The whole idea is that because centralized AIs like ChatGPT require huge amounts of computational power, if we can do that computation in a distributed manner with distributed GPU, it significantly drives down the cost of computational power necessary to run all of these complex tasks that we're getting and asking these AIs to execute on. So Render Network is a very exciting project. Again, we've done plenty of videos on deep dives into Render. Again, fast, elastic, affordable GPU rendering on the blockchain using distributed compute power to make processing more efficient and more cost effective at the same time. And Render, the token itself, has been taking off over the past month. It is up 50% over the past 30 days. Again, very positive news on the back of the US election and rate cuts in the past few weeks, driving Bitcoin higher, driving the entire crypto market higher, and many tokens like Render reacting to that positive market sentiment and moving to the upside. Again, narrative tracking here, we can see that artificial intelligence is still one of the top narratives here in 2024. And again, like I mentioned, with some of the largest corporations in the entire world, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Meta, etc., all fighting for their share of the AI revolution, I do think this narrative is going to continue to play out in a very strong fashion over the next 12 to 15 months as we move through the rest of this bullish crypto cycle. So again, looking at the Render chart, a few interesting stuff happening here over the past couple of weeks. We can see that Render, was in this very strong downtrend. Much of the rest of the market was in this downtrend since March of this year. We know that Bitcoin got all the way up to highs of 73,000 prior to the halving event in April before retracing, and it dragged the altcoin market and the rest of the tokens down with it. So again, these tokens like Render had huge run-ups here. After it got above the 200-day moving average back in October 2023, that was the catalyst that really catapulted it to move way higher to the upside. Okay, we got all the way from prices of $1.88 up to in excess of $13.34. Doing, an 8 to 10x in the space of 4 to 5 months here was very exciting price action for Render. But as Bitcoin dropped, we saw Render dropping also. It retraced all the way from $13 down to levels even as low as $3.56 here on August 5th with the unwind of the Japanese yen carry trade. We wicked down to that level. We had accumulation here for the period of August, September, and even much of October before we saw a real uptick in the price, again, backed by the positive sentiment around the US election and multiple rate cuts here in September and again in November, on November 7th. Finally, Render has moved and reclaimed the 200-day moving average. I think we're seeing it holding strong here. You know, we've had about 8 or 9 days above the 200-day moving average. We've wicked down to retest it. It seems to be holding, and Render is now back up trading at $7.79. Again, I think we're very close to breaking back above $8 and holding that level as we move forward. But once again, zooming back out, looking and reminding ourselves of what happened the last time Render broke above the 200-day moving average and managed to stay above it for a sustained period of time. This was the catalyst. We had a big move up going from $1.84 to about $2.40, and then we had this nice period of accumulation before running way, way higher. So again, I think it's a very positive sign that Render has now managed to reclaim the 200-day moving average, getting above that, and I think it's going to possibly consolidate for a little bit further here in this range before making its next leg up to the upside. Again, Bitcoin is back at these $97,000, $98,000 levels, testing and retesting the 100K, psychological level. I think if Bitcoin can break above that 100K threshold, that will really be a super strong catalyst for the rest of the alts to follow suit and make their next leg up as well. So I think it's very exciting to see how Render has reclaimed this, and it's setting the precedence for us to move even higher over the next few weeks and months. We did drop a price prediction update for Render here on the channel just a couple of weeks ago. Again, we have not changed anything here on this price prediction for today, but you can check this out yourself in your own time. Check out the other video as well. But essentially what we said in a bear case was that Render could get up to a $14 billion market cap. Again, today we're sitting at just over $4 billion. So we'd need to add another $10 billion onto the total market cap for Render to get up to those $14 billion levels. But that would give us a price target for Render of about $35 per token. In a base case, we said we'd get up to about $27 billion in overall market cap, and that would give us a $67 price target. And in the most bullish case scenario, we could get as high as $44 billion, leading us to a $110 price target for Render, which would be extremely bullish. Again, depending just how much we go upwards in terms of a total crypto market cap. If we get a blow off top, if we see this AI narrative continuing to run super strong over the next 12 to 18 months, Render is one of the front runners in the entire AI space here in the crypto ecosystem. Again, one of the front runners, and will be making big moves over the next 6 to 12 months. I'm pretty certain of it. Of course, this is not financial advice. Take everything we're saying here with a pinch of salt. We're not here telling you what to do. But again, today's video, guys, is sponsored by Femex, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. I've spoken with the guys from Femex. They are a great group of people. There is a referral link for Femex down in the description of this video. And again, if you come over to the markets area, you're going to find your favorite tokens, just like Render. Very simple and easy to purchase on Femex. They've got one of the most amazing selections of different crypto tokens on the market. Check it out for yourself. Again, use the link if you want. I don't really mind. If you don't want to use Femex, it's not a big deal. Check it out if you want it. Render is available on Femex. Very easy to use, very efficient, very cost effective. And Femex is the sponsor of today's video, guys. So lots of exciting stuff happening with Render, up 50% in the past 30 days. Again, zooming out to the 1 year time frame, it's up over 141%. We're still not back to those March highs, but I think giving us a few more months and we could be seeing moves again above the 200-day moving average, moving way higher to the upside and doing some exponential gains. If we just measure this on a percentage basis, as a percentage move from the time that it reached the 200-day moving average and broke above it, it did a 600% move to the upside. If we were to replicate that 600% move from the point at which Render broke above the 200-day moving average, we're going to need some more space on the chart here. But if we did a 600% move, that would be putting us into the price region somewhere around $53. Very exciting stuff happening for Render. Could we be getting to $53? Perhaps that would line up somewhere close to our base case scenario. Will we get a blow off top? Will the AI narrative stay strong over the next 6 to 12 months? There's lots of variables going on here, guys. But as always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar videos, smash that bell notification icon and grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below the video in the description. Grab it now while it's free, and we'll catch you in the next one.